What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. As you saw by the title of this video, and you probably woke up to this news like I did, the Philadelphia Eagles have signed LeGarrette Blount. I was kind of sure that the LeGarrette Blount would join the Giants or the Lions because those were the two teams heavily interested in him and sought after LeGarrette Blount through his time in free agency, and also the Arizona Cardinals were interested in him as well. But the Philadelphia Eagles absolutely came out of nowhere. If you're interested in the contract details, LeGarrette Blount has agreed to the terms of 1 year, $2.8 million max, I believe. I'm not sure if that number is definite, but they said a max number of $2.8 million a year. LeGarrette Blount had a crazy amount of touchdowns last year with 18, led the league in rushing touchdowns, had just over 1,100 yards, almost 1,200 yards. And the guy was an absolute beast last year. For some reason, nobody wants to pick him up. He is a slower back. We get that. He's older. He's 30 years old. So I can get why teams don't want to pull the trigger on him. Fine. He got signed for $2.8 million. And the Eagles just popped out of nowhere. Nobody had any news that the Eagles were interested in LeGarrette Blount. So that means they just said, "Hey, LeGarrette, we're prepared to give you almost $3 million. Do you want to take it?" And he just said, "Yeah." Okay, the New York Giants have a clear problem at running back, similar to the Philadelphia Eagles. They have a bunch of running backs who have talent, but really none of them have the starting potential. That's the same situation with the Giants, same situation with the Philadelphia Eagles. So the fact that they're in the same situation, and the fact that the Giants, I mean, let's just keep it real, guys. Philadelphia fans watching this, the Giants are a better team right now than the Eagles. So that has to mean that the Giants were not offering him $3 million. That's insane. $3 million is a steal for what you get in LeGarrette Blount. I mean, the guy, he's a power back. I don't understand why the Giants seriously are setting up for a power run scheme. They got Rhett Ellison. They're trying to get some more blocking tight ends. They have Mark Hertzlick working out as tight end now, trying to be a power run blocker and stuff like that. We're trying to get this power run set up like we did with Brandon Jacobs. But we can't do that when we have a 5'11 running back who, can't block a cornerback. I mean, can't run through a cornerback. In Paul Perkins, and then who I think, the best power back we have on the team right now is Orleans Darkwa, who is a decent balanced runner, but he's not a power back at any means. So I don't understand why the Giants didn't try to pull the trigger on LeGarrette Blount. I get that we have a ton of running backs on this roster, but most of them are expendable. I really like Orleans Darkwa, but if he has to go, then see you later. Paul Perkins is just not ready to be a starting running back in this league. I think he's going to struggle. Teams are going to figure him out. He's not going to do well in a running scheme like we have. We're not much of a outside running team. We run in between the tackles. He did struggle doing that last year. We saw that, and when he hit screens and counters to the outside, stretches to the outside, they worked. But we can't keep doing that all the time. We have Rhett Ellison for power run situations. Rhett Ellison is not that fast. He's not going to be able to block for someone as fast as Paul Perkins. It's just not going to work. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Giants fans, are you upset at LeGarrette Blount? We let LeGarrette Blount slip right through our hands. I mean, we have $3 million. We have it. We could have easily given it to him. That it honestly means that we did not offer him $3 million. If we're in the same situation as the Philadelphia Eagles and we have a better chance of winning a Super Bowl than they do, I'm not sure if LeGarrette Blount is really interested in that much anymore, but because he already won a few. So I don't know, guys. The Philadelphia Eagles fans, I know you guys are happy. You guys finally found a running back, and you didn't need to do that in the draft because you got Donnell Pumphrey. And, you still got Darren Sproles. You got Wendell Smallwood, who's penciled in as your starter. Now you got LeGarrette Blount. So congratulations to you guys. LeGarrette Blount is probably going to pummel us when it comes to playing him. So 18 touchdowns last year. 18 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. And I'm assuming you didn't offer him more than $3 million. Ridiculous. Ridiculous, Jerry Reese. Ridiculous.